I started my YouTube channel on January 1st, 2025, the first day of this new year. And I will never forget the excitement when my first long form video hit 559 views and 16 watch hours. Honestly, I did not expect anyone to watch it. Why would they? I mean, literally, why? No one knew me, and I did not even tell my family and friends initially. So, what was my strategy? Let's talk through it. Hi everyone, I am Monirupa and welcome back to Style and Streamlined. In this video, I'll walk you through these 5 things. First of all, why I started a YouTube channel. How to start a channel while managing a 9-to-5 job. And the gear kit I started with. Analytics and some progress, that fun stuff. And the streamlined ideas to stay consistent on YouTube. And I hope as I go through each of these, some of you can relate to it and it can give you a head start or even a direction of thought to get going. Now let's start with why I did not tell my family at first time. Well, I was not confident enough for sure to share at that point. And I was worried about what people would think, how I would juggle my time, editing, content creation, posting, and everything else. But then I realized no one cares as much as you do. When I finally told my parents, their reaction melted my heart. My mom said, "Now I can see you every day." And living in Chicago while my parents are in India means we get to meet only once or twice a year. And yes, I do video call weekly with my mom and dad, but my mom wants to see me all the time. And that's called mom love. Mom, I love you. This channel become extra special and it's my way of staying connected. So why start a channel while having a full-time job, right? As a full-time civil engineer working for a renowned company in the US and a parent to 2 young kids, my life is already super busy, but I have always dreamed of motivating people, sharing life lessons, and helping others. I even imagine myself as a professor or becoming a public speaker one day. YouTube felt like the perfect platform to bring all my passion together, like educating, inspiring, connecting with people, all from the comfort of my home in Chicago. I realized that I don't need to be a TED Talk stage to inspire others, right? Would you agree with me? Well, maybe someday, who knows? And that's how Style and Streamlined was born. A channel where I share styling tips, healthy lifestyle ideas, fashion, productivity, and motivational content to elevate everyday life. And the purpose is to create something that helps others and is directly inspired by my passion. And you need to love doing what you do, right? So now you do set up journey. As humans, we tend to dream big and push ourselves to start new habits. But motivation often fizzles out when we are unprepared for challenges. My papa's advice helped me here. He always says, think of the worst case scenario and build up from there. So before even I started my channel, I planned ahead. I was focused on progress, not on the perfection, and you should not do either. So I went extreme and I thought through potential challenges that could come along the way. What if my 9-to-5 job become a 7-to-7 grind? What if I fell sick? What if I lost internet for a week? Or what if aliens invade and block all the Wi-Fi signals? Okay, maybe I did not think of that one, but you get the vibe. So instead of letting these uncertainties hold me back, I made a plan. So if my 9-to-5 turns into 7-to-7 grind, I would shoot on weekends, edit in bite-sized chunk during the week, and cut down some Netflix watch hours and pray for caffeine to push me through few hours at night. Now, if I get sick, I will stockpile a couple of short videos in advance and the future me will thank past me for being so thoughtful. Oh wow, that was a good one. And if I lose internet for a week, I will head to the nearest cafe, order the cheapest coffee and borrow their Wi-Fi. At the beginning, as you can see, I was focused on progress. Small adjustment like this gave me the motivation to start with. I was not aiming for perfection, and you should not do either. As Simon Sinek rightfully said, progress is better than perfection, and strive for continuous improvement. Producing just one video per week felt rewarding for me. Remember, rewards fuel motivation, and small wins keep you going. Productivity wins and procrastination loses. Trust me, I read a lot of books, and I highly recommend reading Atomic Habits. It was a totally game changer for me. So as my confidence grew, I realized I was serious about this journey. So I made a commitment to myself that no matter what, I would not quit. That's when my research kicked into high gear. I wanted to improve video quality and create content that truly solved problems for my audience. After all, if you are investing your time in me and watching my content, I hold a responsibility to deliver value. In this 4K or 8K era, good quality videos are essential. Knowing how dedicated I was, I invested in a Sony ZV-E10 Mark II camera, the gear that truly changed the game for me. Yes, it was pricey for beginner for sure, but after thorough research, I knew it was the right choice for me. This investment felt like setting up a beautifully decorated store with great displays to attract customers. But let me say this, if you're just starting out and unsure about the journey, don't worry. Your phone camera can work wonders too. Now, the iPhone these days are capable of shooting high quality 4K videos. It was just my personal preference for investing in a camera. So do not let the gear stop you. And I repeat, do not let the gear stop you, no matter what. So for lighting, I started small. I bought a second-hand equipment from a neighbor who was upgrading her setup. So my first attempts were not perfect, but I have learned along the way. So if you're starting and have the budget for it, I would recommend a light source with a soft box. It's versatile and beginner friendly. So I'll link my recommendation. But if you're lucky one to have ample daylight, that's one thing you're getting for free. And tripods, I don't have one yet. I have been DIYing it by stacking books and boxes to adjust the height. It takes a little patience, but it works. Sometimes my husband steps in as my cameraman, so I get free service there. Pro tip, if you are using your phone, try a rotating phone mount. It works perfectly and adjusts to your needs. All I'm trying to say is every step I took, no matter how small, brought me closer to creating a content that I'm proud of. And it's all about starting with what you have and improving as you go. One thing at a time. As they say, Rome was not built in a day. Let's be real, editing can be time consuming, but I don't let it overwhelm me. I use iMovie, which is pretty simple and effective and definitely beginner friendly. But hey, if you don't have a MacBook, don't worry. There are plenty of amazing apps out there to suit your needs. Here are some recommended editing tools like CapCut, Canva, InShot, Filmora, you just name it. But CapCut is perfect for both long and short format videos. So the Pro, I think, costs around $10 a month. There are probably some promotion right now, but you do have 7-day free trial period. Save that money by maybe skipping 2 Starbucks coffees, or if you're not a coffee person, just skip one meal out. Just throwing some budgeting ideas, feel free to adjust based on your need or based on your habits. So CapCut is a beginner-friendly video editing app where you can easily do so many things like trim, split, combine clips using a timeline interface. You can add text, music, edits, effects, transition to enhance your video. And in fact, you can also adjust the speed and filters for a polished look. So once your edits are complete, share it directly to the platform like YouTube or TikTok, and there you go. So just a note, if I am looking down frequently, I am just glancing at some notes that I have taken to provide you the correct details about these apps. So for Canva, They have a free option with some limitation to get you started. But the pro option, it costs you $15 a month. Good thing is they offer a free 30 days trial period for Canva Pro. So I already had Canva for my work presentations and poster making for my office projects. So adding it to my YouTube workflow was a no-brainer. So it is fantastic for creating thumbnails that grab attention. You get tons of templates that can assist you to create your unique one. You can type in a search box and pick the one that you want and use your creativity. And so there are other options, it's called Insert or Filmora. But I think Insert is a great free option, but it does come with some limitation like watermark on your videos. If that is a deal breaker, you can upgrade to a premium version for only $4 a month. That is less than one coffee. So I haven't used the last two, but the point is you cannot go wrong with any of these editing tools to begin with. Just pick one, whichever you find easy, and get going, because this comes as a free trial. If you don't like it, just cancel it before it gets expired. So you will learn along the way. As I said, at this stage of starting out, focus on progress, not perfection. And I'm thinking I should make a video to go through the editing tools and show some basics. So I guess it will be helpful for those who want to get started or are in a dilemma in a sea of choices. Let me know in the comment section if you really want to see a video of that. So by experimenting with these tools, I have found a setup that works for me without breaking the bank. So it's all about finding the right balance between quality, cost, and convenience. So I watched some great content with lots of views and analyzed them, why those are popular. Then I tried to create thumbnails based on my content and compare them with other creators to see how mine stack up. Nothing to stress about, just need to learn from people who already know, and we do not need to reinvent the wheel, right? I always believe in surrounding myself with people who are ahead of me, and you'll always learn something from them. So I feel I am a good and fast learner. So I love being around people who know more than me, not just on YouTube, but also anything in life. So I am constantly tweaking and improving my thumbnails and testing my strategies to see what works best for my audience. And it is all part of the process that you need to learn. So for music, I use YouTube's copyright free library, and that I highly recommend that. Or maybe you can purchase Epidemic Sound. But honestly, if you prefer no music at the beginning, that's totally fine, because your voice does not need any copyright clearance. That's free. So just a pro tip, to start small, don't rush into buying expensive gear. Start with what you have, experiment, and then upgrade as you grow. Now the fun part is uploading. That's the best part of it, everything. It costs nothing, it is rewarding for you, and you just have to sign into your YouTube account and go to the upload section in Studio and add your content and upload it. Voila, you are out there in a social media. At first, it was nerve-wracking for me, I must tell you, but now it has become a fun and feels like being a celebrity. So now the analytics, the most fun part. So in just 19 days, I have gained 39 subscribers. So it's kind of like a 2 per day and 50 watch hours from long format videos. So YouTube tracks shorts separately, so I am not counting that. So these numbers may seem like a small at this point, right? It's just few hours, but growth takes time. My goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers by end of this year. And here's the math. 2 subscribers per day. So right now we have 352 days. 352 times 2, it is 704 subscribers. If I get 2 per day. Or if I get 3 subscribers per day, so 352 days left times 3 is 1,056 subscribers, which is more than thousands. So I am manifesting that like 1,000 subscriber milestone and working hard every day to get there while producing content that's valuable to others. So follow me to see the growth and be part of it. So I'll keep sharing my journey with you. So balancing a demanding full-time job, having 2 very young kids, an infant and a toddler at my home, and YouTube content creation is not easy, but I make it work. I film in the evenings and edit either later that night or maybe next day. On Sundays, I do my grocery shopping and meal prep to save time during the week. So while my husband takes care of my kids, but meal prepping definitely saves a ton of time, which you can then put towards your ideation, scripting, shooting, and editing. Time is money. If you're interested in a video on meal prepping, let me know in the comment section. By the way, I must tell you, some days are definitely tough, but I remind myself that small setbacks are just the beginning of new chapters. So I try to take it easy on myself and avoid feeling overwhelmed. It's all about finding that rhythm and remembering to be kind to myself in the process so that I don't quit and keep moving. So I have done enough research before I came to YouTube. During my extensive research, I have learned so much from creators like Mr. Beast, who says, post your first 100 videos and improve something small each time.
Your first video is not going to get views, period. It's not. Your first 10 are not going to get views. I can very confidently say that. All you need to do, this applies to people who have dreams of being a YouTuber, is make 100 videos and improve something every time. Do that.
And I took this advice very seriously. He also mentioned in one of his interviews that you just do not pick up a baseball and become an MLB athlete within a year. So all I'm trying to say is it takes time. So please be patient and do not quit. My papa always gives me feedback like, oh, you did not smile on that video, or you smiled too much. But I take each and every advice and feedback very seriously because I think if one person notices it, then 100 others will too. So I would recommend rather work towards and fixing it. Even giants like Jeff Bezos or Steve Jobs started small when they thought of Amazon or Apple. So the key is taking the first step. Also, for your first few videos, most people won't watch it. So it is the best opportunity to improve yourself. And so take that as a positive note and keep improving your content. Remember, failures are the pillar of success. My papa always reminds me of that. So if you're watching, Ma and Papa, I love you both. So, my final thoughts are, if you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel, just do it. Just do it. Do not let fear hold you back and don't be overwhelmed. You will learn along the way. Think of a great idea of a value, grab your phone, start shooting. Do something basic editing and post. Social media is very powerful. It helps you make an impact, share value, or even connect with people who resonate with your story. So let's grow together and tag me if you are starting your own channel. I would love to support your journey. And I'll be extremely happy if I was able to influence even one person to get started. And don't forget to subscribe to mine to follow my progress. Remember, even Mr. Beast was not Mr. Beast on day one. And I'll leave you with that.